Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing incredible. I am super excited to be here with you. I'm trying a few new things, so I would love your feedback. Welcome. My name is Carla Caldwell. I am a nurse health coach, and today we're going to talk about mindfulness. Why? Why are we talking about mindfulness? Well, I have actually been seeing this a lot. A lot of different people have been recommending mindfulness. And then I see this question that comes up like, how do I start a mindfulness practice? Why is it so important? So today we're going to talk about what is mindfulness? Why does it matter? Is it imperative for you to start practicing today? And how easy, simple ways that you can start incorporating mindfulness and reaping all the benefits towards the end. So mindfulness. Mindfulness means right, right now. Mind and guide our mind to focus moment right now, not the future, not the past. And why is that important? Well, our best health is found right here, right now. When we, excuse me, I got excited. When we focus on the future or ruminate on the past, that takes energy, precious health energy that fuels your body now to something that's not helpful. It's usually not helpful to worry about the future or have regrets about the past. So, the reason we practice keeping our mind right here, right now, is because it strengthens our mind, it builds our resilience, it improves our coping, it improves our mental well being. The science is very strong. Now, when it comes to chronic disease prevention and reversal, I want to remind you or share with you the first time. If this is the first time you're hearing this, please let me know. Over 75% of chronic disease is completely preventable. And a lot of chronic disease is reversible. How? Based on what we think, do, and say. According to the World Health Organization, heart conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, over 85% preventable. That's huge. And one of the best things you can do for yourself to set yourself up for success when it comes to preventing chronic disease is creating a mindfulness practice. And now I want to remind you that mindfulness is super simple. It's just practicing keeping your mind right here, right now, paying attention to the present moment. It's practicing mentally letting go of the past and future and keeping your mind in the present moment. Now, I want to warn you, a lot of people think they're bad at mindfulness or meditation because they say, my mind's too active, Carla. My mind's a monkey brain. Well, guess what? My mind is really active too. Let me know in the comments. Active monkey brain right here. Anyone else relate? I'm going to raise both my hands and my leg. The good news is you're like most other people. You have a very active brain. That's what our mind does. Our mind has thoughts. That's what it's built to do. So we can't take it personally when we decide to work on creating a mindfulness practice that our mind is active. That's normal. What we are practicing doing is spending time in the present moment. So, what that looks like is that if you were to do like a sitting mindfulness practice, and I'm going to talk about lots of different ways you can practice mindfulness. You don't have to just sit and, although you could. Um, when you sit and focus on the present moment, your mind will wander. It's a given. And so, what the practice is noticing when your mind is wandering and gently bringing it back without any judgment. So, we're going to be nice to ourselves. And we're going to, when we notice our mind wandering, we're going to bring it back to this moment right here, right now. One of the best ways to do that is just to focus on your breathing. So, promise me right now, let me know I'm in if you are willing to accept that your mind is active. And the reason we're practicing mindfulness is because our mind is so active, and it is expected that the mind will wander, but we're going to be nice to ourselves and we're going to say, "Oh, my mind's wandering. Come back." Okay? So mindfulness, it provides balance, it improves your well-being. Here we go. Okay, thank you for your patience. I'm trying something new and I'm trying to scroll. Oh, here we go. We're scrolling. Yay! All right, so a consistent mindfulness practice helps to prevent chronic disease, and it also improves your well-being. And this is what the science tells us. Not only does it help you to prevent chronic disease, but it helps lower blood pressure and lower stress. It improves your mental well-being. It improves mental, physical energy, because instead of your energy going to the future and the past, now you have it here just for you. It helps your sleep. It helps increase your joy and appreciation for your life. These are all wonderful things. Now, I have something to tell you. Everything that involves chronic disease prevention and reversal, it's a lifestyle. It's not a one and done. It's not a magic pill. But the good news is that there are no side effects. It works and it's free. And just like we would never expect to go to the gym once and then all of a sudden have these huge muscles, mindfulness is the same. You can't just practice once and expect perfection. This is something you're going to want to practice every day. But the good news is I have lots of small practical ways that you can practice that are completely doable. Okay, so are you ready? Let me know yes in the comments if you're ready, and we are about to go. Okay, so one of my favorite ways, I went too fast. Sorry about that. Let me come back up. One of my favorite ways to practice mindfulness is through breathing and movement. So what this looks like, do it with me. You're going to tune in and you're going to notice, where am I holding tension? Like for me right now, it's right here in the back of my neck. I feel tense. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stretch and maybe massage. And as I'm doing that, I'm paying attention to the tension. I'm noticing that it feels achy and it's radiating to the top of my head and to my back. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to use my breath. And I'm going to inhale in and I'm going to visualize sending my breath to this tension right here. And on the exhale, I'm going to imagine that as I'm exhaling, I'm letting that tension go. And if you want extra points, you can even do ha. There's something about making that ha sound that makes it work even better. So that's the first one. The simple way to practice mindfulness is to tune in here, pay attention to where you have tension. Let's say it's your shoulder. and you're going to notice what that tension feels like. And then you're going to visualize that as you inhale, you're sending your breath to that tension, and you're going to exhale, let go of that tension. Okay? You're going to repeat that 3 to 5 times, and then you're going to notice, how do I feel? Most people that I do this with, including myself, feel better. I usually feel like, oh, the tension goes down a little bit and I feel more in tune with my body. So that's one option. The second option, is body scan. Is that Eddie? Hello, Eddie. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, the next one is body scan. This is one of the most popular mindfulness practices, and it's super simple. All you're going to do is pay attention to your body. You're going to do a scan starting from your feet, the bottom of your feet, and all you're doing is paying attention. What is going on with your feet? How do they feel? And you're going to slowly work your way up, knees, to your quads, to your hips, to your belly, all the way to the top of your head. Now, remember what I said earlier. The mind is very active. It's very normal for your mind to wander. You did not fail. Expect that it will wander. And part of this practice is that you're kind to yourself and you notice, ooh, my mind is wandering. Come back. And you go back to the part of your body that you last remember scanning. Okay. So that's a body scan. Very simple. You're just scanning from the bottom of your feet all the way to the top of your head. And if your mind wanders, you bring it back to the body. That's it. Super simple. The last one I wanted to share was mindful daily habits. Okay, this is my favorite because I found it very difficult to sit down. It took me several years to finally develop a meditation practice. I actually just became consistent the last year and a half, which I'm super proud of. But for years, I just couldn't do it. But this one right here works wonders. So if you're not able to sit, the body scan doesn't call to you, you can take a daily habit, like it's something that you do every day. For example, washing your hands, washing dishes, brushing your teeth. And what you're going to do is you're going to focus on that thing. That's it. Or some people, eating's another one. So you just pick something that you do every day and you commit to focusing on that activity. You commit to focusing. Let's use brushing teeth as an example. So as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to focus on brushing my teeth, feeling the bristles, the toothpaste, how does my mouth feel, etc. And again, remember, very normal for your mind to wander. From this moment forward, we're not going to worry about our mind wandering. We're going to expect it. That's a part of the practice. When you notice your mind wandering, you bring it back in a gentle, kind, and compassionate way. Bring it back to the practice. I think this is an excellent way to start because there is something that you do every day and you can practice mindfulness. So if you think, I don't have any time, I have a monkey brain, this is for you because you can pick something that you have to do anyways and just practice keeping your mind in the present moment, focusing on that habit. Let me know yes if you're with me. I get so excited about that one. Okay, so now I want to share with you the best part. I made this action sheet for you. I'm giving it away free for the next 7 days, and it includes some reflections and prompts to help you succeed at your mindfulness journey. See, it asks you which mindfulness practice do you want to try first? When will you practice it? Because remember, When you set an intention, it's important to make it smart. You are more likely to do it if you write it down. Just writing things down, it means that you're 40% more likely to do it just from writing it down. And you can increase your likelihood of success by making it specific, measurable, realistic, action oriented, and time sensitive. So the form walks you through that, and you can document how you feel afterwards. And you can document any challenges. Now, I'm really, really excited because I've recorded over 20 mindfulness experiences, and they're all under 15 minutes. So I add the link to my mindfulness YouTube channel, and let me know what you think. I'm so excited about those meditations. And then I also included some resources from Stanford. Stanford has some great recordings and some more information about why mindfulness is so important. It's super good. I hope you check it out. Mindfulness is a skill. Remember, you got to put in the reps. And if you think you don't have time for this, then just pick something you already do. Your health depends on this. And without health, there is nothing. And knowing that we can prevent over 75% of chronic disease means that I think we should wake up and act. And one of the best things you can do starting yesterday or today is to include a mindfulness practice. Okay, this is where I need your help. Help, help, help. Will you let me know? Oh, what did I do? Okay, let me know if this works because this is something new I'm trying. Does the QR code work? It should lead you here. I can't do it because I'm on my phone. So turn on your camera app if you're new to QR codes, and you point it to this lovely QR code, and then it should show a website in the bottom, and you tap it. I know most of you know how to do this, but there was a time I didn't know, so that's why I'm explaining it. And it should open up to the free mindfulness action sheet. If it works for you, will you let me know? Let me know, yes, Carla, it works. Yes, what you're doing is working. All right. I'm giving this away free for the next 7 days. I hope it works. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Type your questions in the comments. I can create follow-up content or respond to any of your questions. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you feel inspired to start a mindfulness practice. Anyone can start mindfulness and everyone benefits. All right, I'm rooting for your success times 1,000, and I thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Okay, let's see. And here. I'm going to end here. And then I'm going to end there.